check. This is Survivor's channel. Class 2 Frieza versus Megatron Death Battle. I don't know why it was Frieza, but I have to see if they give me time for stats and stuff. So go to this, the red rectangle. Click it. So yeah, I want to shoot up. There's no show, get down. Click it because of the fight. I want to shift it right to it. 3, 2, 1, play.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by NordVPN and BetterHelp.
Thank you.
Frieza, the Dread Emperor from Dragon, and Megatron, the Decepticon commander from Transformers. When these two dictators collide, the cosmos will tremble. He's Wiz, I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who will win a death
I
battle.
don't know why that's
Deep in the bowels of outer space lies a monster so cruel, so callous, so that the universe itself trembles at his approach. Behold, the mighty Lord Frieza. Oh, he's adorable. Genocide? Oh.
Yeah,
Awesome. And he's laughing. Cool. Frieza's diminutive stature and faux gentility were intentionally deceptive and rooted in a surprising place. In response to the Japanese economic bubble at the time, Frieza's design was meant to evoke real estate tycoons. Series mangaka Akira Toriyama has described such speculators as the worst sort of people.
I
guess you could say Frieza is more than meets the eye. Oh wait, shit, that's later. Much is unknown about Frieza's alien race and heritage, only that he and his father were born as mutants with abnormally high power levels. Like how the doctor said, my blood alcohol level was 0.8 straight out the womb. Frieza was so crazy strong that unlike most Dragon Ball characters who transform to get stronger, Frieza transforms to get weaker. So he doesn't like accidentally nuke a planet, only intentionally. With his father's empire and army at his beck and call, Frieza would cross the universe, conquering worlds one by one, and selling them to the highest bidder, just like real estate speculators. And if anyone objected, he'd just kill them, their entire family, and everyone they ever knew, just like real estate speculators. While he usually lets his weird, colored alien grunts do his dirty work for him, Frieza's not afraid to throw down himself, especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting too uppity for their own good. Frieza's strength comes from his innate understanding and manipulation of his own ki, or life energy, which he can use to enhance his physicality or manifest in projectile attacks. Like his classic death beam, death bowl, death wave, death cannon, death saucers. Yeah, I'm sensitive. Frieza can move mountains with his mind, fire laser beams from his eyes, create ki force fields, and he even learned to sense the ki of others through sheer observation alone. He's fast enough to keep up with Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki he absorbed for a spirit bomb against Kid Buu, could move across the universe in less than a minute. That would be over 17 quadrillion times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then. You know, you're bad when you can stroll into planet Vegeta, a planet filled with people whose only higher aspirations involve murder and hair gel, and talk shit like you own the place. And he got so paranoid about one of them getting strong enough to kick his ass that he blew up the friggin' planet. Considering planet Vegeta has 10 times the gravity of Earth, this would mean it likely has 10 times the mass and 100 times the energy required to overcome its gravitational-binding energy and destroy it. That's over 5.3 Yoda-tons of TNT. That was in his weakest form. Too bad he kinda missed the spot. Or several, because a bunch of Saiyans survived to fight another day. Space genocide just ain't what it used to be. This would come back to bite him when he was finally forced to confront the Earthbound Saiyan Kakarot, and accidentally ended up being the reason he turned into the legendary Super Saiyan. Like the albino dildo he is, Frieza has survived being powered by Broly for over an hour straight, crushed by Goku's spirit bubble.
I said, what have I done? Oh.
And then split in half, consumed by an exploding planet, and left to float in the vacuum of space. He can
That's the
survive
terrifying.
without the vast
How is it
majority of his
looking?
body, though unlike other Dragon Ball villains, he can't heal on his own. It didn't help him that much after he got his ass sent to hell, but because of that dragon in his balls, he was back at it again. And with just 4 months worth of training, the first time he'd ever trained in his entire life, Frieza was able to achieve a new transformation capable of surpassing the Super Saiyan Golden Frieza. That's the level of laziness I aspire to, Wiz. DeviantArt Frieza here. Let's keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. A significantly weaker Super Saiyan God Goku could blow up the whole of Universe 7 in a punch clash with the God of Destruction, Beerus. And the shockwaves of their punches were able to reach the edges of existence in only a few seconds. Over 270 quadrillion times twice. And that is before so many years of power-ups and training between then and now. Totally crazy, but nothing compared to his newest and greatest form. A transformation capable of surpassing Goku's Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's Ultra Ego. Their peaks at this point. A transformation even stronger than Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the universe. He literally said F you to the Dragon Balls. This is Black Frieza. The all-seeing Oracle Fish had prophesied the coming of the universe's strongest. And perhaps he was talking about Frieza all along. Give us another prediction. Oh, Wiz, I think you're gonna die. Though, for some godforsaken reason, he didn't use his newfound power to kill those pesky Saiyans. They were right there, you moron. In fact, he once committed the arch-villain's greatest sin and teamed up with them to save their universe and beat Jiren, a being comparable to the gods of destruction. Because no one's allowed to destroy the universe but him. And that's a promise he means to keep. This almighty emperor will continue to rule the universe with an iron grip of ice. This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by NordVPN. It's no secret that Wi-Fi networks, especially free public ones, can become to get access to, spy on, or even alter your data. It has to be a fake one set up to harvest data at all times to keep their naughty fingers out of Nord protection. It's got 5,800 servers in 60 countries. All traffic. Your internet service provider can't. What's going on? You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself. Or you live even longer and become an 80s toy commercial. This is Megatron. In Cybertron's ancient past, the planet was ruled by the functionist religious order, which decreed that Transformers' natural-born mode determined their role and status in society, rather than letting them choose for themselves. Born into this repressive caste system, Megatron of Tarn dreamed of something. So this giant Hasbro toy robot, Star 9 at your nearest Rite Aid, wrote a manifesto on peaceful dissent that got popular with the oppressed Cybertronian working class. So much so, in fact, that the Senate tried to have him assassinated. Whoa! Politics alert! After surviving that brush with death, Megatron was convinced that peace could never be an option. The only path left to overthrow the communist order was violent revolution. So, were the Autobots originally the bad guys here? Optimus Prime? More like Optimus Prime. Never say that Megatron wasn't committed. The Civil War he started between the two groups lasted 9 million years. If it gets, remember, toy robots. He was aided in his war efforts by his immensely powerful fusion cannon, a giant laser bazooka that can hit targets from 12 miles away and level a small town in a single shot. These projectiles are so fast, they're able to exit the atmosphere from ground level after only a single second. By scaling the distance of the Earth using the angle of the shot, the fusion cannon's projectile must be moving over 4,200 times the speed. But, like me, fusion cannon needs a little time to recharge between shots. So Megatron's got some tools to keep the job going. He can close the distance with his Energon mace and block blows with his Energon shield. It often makes literally fought as a gladiator before his stunt as a revolutionary. Megatron can fire lasers from his eyes and arms, launch buzzsaws strong enough to slice through solid rock, fly through the air, and open up a force field known as the panic bubble. Now it might seem like a huge flaw with enemy combatants inside, but that's only until you realize it won't let them back out again. That's when the panic part comes in. Megatron's trapped in there with you. You're trapped in there with him. Megatron's Cybertronian body is strong enough to match the
That
Autobot
doesn't
Emperor
turn off.
Optimus Prime. He can
Nice.
toss around oil tankers weighing hundreds of thousands of tons. And Megatron's metallic hide was tough enough to survive an explosion so massive it launched the entire planet of Cybertron through space.
By taking a look at Cybertron's mass and how fast it was sent flying to get its overall kinetic energy, Megatron must have survived a blast equal to nearly 4.5 gigatons of TNT, enough to annihilate a small star. He can even keep up with Decepticons like Starscream, who can fly across the galaxy versus Cybertron at hundreds of thousands of times the speed of light.
And he wouldn't be a Transformer without being able to transform into various vehicles. A tank, a stealth bomber jet,
And a gun! Just a gun.
Fair enough.
in fact. I'm sorry, Wiz. I know he's this tragic revolutionary corrupted by the
That's
cycle
so
of violence
funny.
or whatever, but that is the funniest shit I have
So
ever
good.
seen. What does
Honestly.
he have, like his Deceptive buddies
Yeah,
point him at
Frieza's
people
got
with
one.
fire?
sometimes he can
Yeah,
fire.
Frieza's
Oh my god.
going to win.
That looks even sillier.
You may be laughing, but Megatron is no
Frieza's going to win
By
this.
utilizing space-bridge
think.
teleportation technology, Megatron can establish a remote link-up to a nearby black hole and teleport the antimatter it produces to his location.
Through his eyeballs.
Should matter and antimatter meet, they will be mutually annihilated in a brilliant release of energy defined by E equals MC squared.
But
It doesn't matter how durable the matter is, it
Those
will
rocks don't
destroy
have-
at the
I think
subatomic
Frieza's
level.
going to win.
As Megatron's
So
war for
Frieza's going to
control of
win.
Cybertron dragged on, all of his highfalutin ideals started to fall to the wayside.
In essence, there used to be a point to the war. Now, war was the point. His only goal left was to rule Cybertron with a literal iron fist.
That's where Megatron's greatest weapon came into play, his mind. The dude is a strategic and tactical genius who's always thinking 10 steps ahead.
He's fought powerful Transformers like Gremlin, Predacane, and the Decepticon, a being with the power of an entire evil universe behind it.
He and Optimus have even fought Nova Prime and Regenesis Shockwave, both of whom could utilize the energy of that same universe.
Megatron once sealed himself inside an Omniglobe and commanded 1,000 real-life battles at once, funneling every iota of relevant information
Their
into his brain
strategy
at the same
is smarter than
time.
much
The
serious.
sheer deluge of data would be
Maybe.
incomprehensible for anyone without that supercomputer brain.
But all that robot ass-kicking ended up as a draw, and the only true loser was Cybertron.
With the planet in ruins and its civilization extinguished, the Cybertronian Golden Age was long over. And the vanguard of its destruction was Megatron.
Who's now a crusty
Pause this.
Saturday morning cartoon villain
Pause
with a
this,
voice
pause
that
this.
sounds like he smokes 40 packs a day. And a
Look,
hate
a
motor.
second. Jesus Christ. The huge demons. It's probably half a planet. Ah. Small time play. Small time.
For his boneheaded second in command, Starscream.
After countless millennia of a humiliating stalemate with his Boy Scout rival, Megatron's brilliant mind finally turned inward. He remembered that his early writings advocated for peaceful conversion and free thought instead of domination.
It took you 9 million years to remember why you started fighting in the first place. Would that memory get lost in the cloud?
In what was possibly his most surprising tactical move yet, Megatron saved the universe from annihilation as an Autobot.
What?
He realized that after millions of years of indefinite war, the ideals that he fought for, freedom, justice, equality, had switched sides, and Megatron had to as well.
Turns out there was more to this supervillain than met the eye.
Yes, sir.
Because true to his nature, Megatron
Yes, sir.
transformed.
Also, time. That's a
This
right
episode
arrow.
of Death Battle is sponsored
Take
by
it to
Better.
see us.
Have you ever felt like you're
You don't just. It's also death, which is death. Is it left choice?
Oh.
Left choice.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all.
Take your
Visit
guess.
BetterHelp.com/deathbattle
I'm
to
good
get
for a while.
10% off your first
I'm
month.
good for 8 minutes.
Alright, the combatants
Thank
are
you.
set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's
Yeah, so
time
for you guys,
for a death
historical.
battle!
I'm good. I'm good. Just thinking about that. I'm good. Let's take a side of that. I see. Let's show it.
Greetings, noble warrior of planet Cyber whatever. Lord
Oh my
Frieza,
god.
claim this world
The
is
three
my
wall
own.
bridge.
Cheer for me or face
Three walls get bridged.
I have fought for my planet for eons.
Suddenly
I would
says,
rather see it turn to
Megatron
ash than
reinforced.
reside in your filthy hands, organic scum.
I love it when you monologue back.
And the universe was something. I can't remember. Just us, just that. That's what's crazy.
Fitting. I'll have to construct a new mothership from your corpse. What's wrong? Is that clunky robot body too slow to keep up?
My wish and more than suffice, you blithering ponce.
There goes 3D slightly. Yeah. Oh god, that's such a lot.
Where did he go? Huh?
Ah, here we go. Alright. Congrats to Megatron. Congratulations. I'm sure I just take fight that's hard.
Well, doesn't this just always happen? I give it 3, no, 5 minutes.
Behold the mighty Lord Frieza, ruler of a dying planet. My planet. Where is your army? Where is your ship? So powerful, and yet you will wander the depths of space for eternity. All because of me! What a
You despicable, cretinous worm! I'll torture you until your screams can be heard in the vacuum of space!
die a fool's death!
I got some rebel. I got some rebel. Now for
You will die by my hand!
You fool!
God damn.
Cybertronians must kill.
KO!
Wrong again, Frieza. It was actually 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Oh,
Idiot.
the tall, head tall,
win in some scenarios, but Frieza's
tall,
overwhelming power
yeah.
gave him a
clearly is.
Megatron's ace in the hole was his antimatter, which would have annihilated Frieza's ass no matter how tough it was.
and that was a real possibility.
Mhm.
Megatron is a master technician
Tall,
and
head tall.
with millions of years of combat experience.
Head tall.
Frieza, on the other hand,
Yeah, I'd say it was
relied on
close.
raw power and
Just a second.
intimidation to win fights.
When things don't go his way, he has a tendency to freak out.
However, Frieza has survived getting most of his body obliterated and kept going.
Which meant the antimatter wasn't a surefire win. It would have
Yes,
to
you are
completely
such a-
cover Frieza's whole body before he could react, and Frieza was way too fast for that.
While Megatron scaled the characters who could cross galaxies, Frieza has kept up with Goku, who should be at least trillions of times faster.
And on his smaller size and key force fields, Frieza had more than enough ways to avoid, defend, or survive the antimatter.
So Megatron's only option was power. While Megatron has survived planet-busting explosions, he even fought with a being that had
The
an
faster, the powerful, Lord, you only have no defenses. Going against the ship, but can be a little isolated. And so it's for more things, but physically, it's just inferior. It's better for it. Tai, 7 less option. And for always next. Tai,
of a universe behind it, Golden Frieza was
Great
just too
character.
much for him, considering he certainly surpassed Goku in Beerus' Punch Clash. Since Universe 7 as a whole should be over 13 times larger than our own universe, Frieza's super forms would far exceed Megatron's own power.
And that
That's
feat happened at the
really
beginning of Dragon Ball
cool
Super.
thing.
Goku has gotten leagues stronger
Fight
since
that.
then, and Black Frieza is currently beyond
Very
him.
awesome
There was
fight.
just no way Megatron was strong enough to keep up.
Megatron was a devious foe, but Frieza's power, speed, and sheer survivability allowed him to crush the Decepticon leader underfoot.
I guess you could say Megatron was cool, but Frieza was
Yeah.
cooler.
The
Damn,
winner
that
is
doesn't-
Frieza.
can I pause it? Pause it a second, pause it.
Are you a Death Battle member?
Pause
We've
it,
got a
pause.
pilot going on right now where
Okay.
members get to
Pause.
choose a matchup for the next season. So click that
I
join
know,
button and jump into
Frankie.
our Champions Discord.
That's hilarious timing. Who's next? Oh. I can't watch that. I can't watch that. I can't want to watch that one. Nope, sorry, I'm playing. Seeing something I don't know. And I'm watching Mr. Tyson. I can't react to that one. That's unfortunate, so that's probably gonna be insanely cool site. Insanely cool site. I can't watch it on show, guys. Here we go, unfortunately. Press escape, please. Go up top, escape. Block, press escape. Case. Escape. Hit the triangle. Down below, put it. Right. And go to the right side. Right square up top, up top, click it, twist it. Go down to the bottom, right? Just wait a second, just gonna get it up, click that. I don't know. And I don't know if that's it was fucking awesome. But I guess, to add, I can't watch a fight, unfortunately, so I was caught up to of both series, I'd be hyper stuck, honestly. So anyway, bye for now, guys. See you all next time. At the end of the video, I would just like to thank my current subscribers on YouTube and my Patreon. And my patrons on Patreon. If you enjoyed the video, please like or comment on the video if you would like to. And if you enjoy the channel, please support me and subscribe. You can find the links to my Patreon and Twitter, as well as links to reactions and videos in the description down below. If you want to support me on Patreon, please do. There are many rewards you can get, and I appreciate it. And like my favorite anime reviewer would say, sayonara.